Welcome in, everyone. It's another round of Sultan's game. Oh boy. We have crazy shit going on. We have a bloodshed card that we need to deal with. We have, too many things that need other kinds of cards that I may have to start pulling cards from the magician. We have a magician who's out to kill us. Let's be honest. Yeah, I really, really like this game. I really do. I like it. I got people who want to talk to me. I've got this freaking bloodshed card to deal with. And I have to decide who I'm gonna basically destroy. But I'm in a feast right now. If only this would allow me to do a bloodshed card. No, the Hamar brothers are not that. We did manage to acquire the alley jackals, however, which is great. And we need the gold extravagance card to deal with this gold bird. So I have the money. I may have to pull cards today regardless. Let's find out what Adilla and Anal want, though. Let's figure out what's going on here. Raptor, welcome in! Could be out here insulting the Sultan if you were brave and stupid. Hola jola sillies, I'm being poggy since I finished building a new PC last night. Well, congratulations on the new PC. Good work. That's always a fun time. I'm not good at it. I buy mine. I need people to tell me how to build things, I think. Adilla knocks on your door. She holds a paper-wrapped lamb roast in one hand and a liquor bottle in the other, apparently having stopped by on her way from the market. Ah, it's you. Would you like to have a drink? She raises the bottle with an easy familiarity and adds, though I originally came to find your wife. I mean, my wife is around. Maggie should attend, and you can join. Nope, just Maggie. This is a just Maggie. These girls, I don't need to be here for this. I did make 2 mistakes. Nothing major, though. Both are easily resolved. Well, I'm glad that you, A, made the mistakes that you could learn from, and B, could easily resolve them. That's really good. I also have an ad break in, like, 50, 40 seconds or so. Somewhere in there. Just FYI. But yes, Maggie attends this. I have to go to this explanation, but I can't go to this explanation. This is bad. This is terrible timing. I'm stuck in this feast. I'm about to get in so much trouble. Oh dear. I think we have to go back a day. I think we have to go back a day. Varys, you've gotten me in trouble. First was accidentally got a small form factor power supply, so cables weren't long enough. Second is that I didn't use enough thermal paste on CPU, so temps aren't great right now. Well, Raptor, I'm hoping you still have thermal paste that you can use. I'm screwed. We have to go back to yesterday. That was a bad... None of that ever happened. Varys, you can't do this yet. You're just gonna have to hang out with Nabini. Nabani. You can't, I mean... Somebody should go to the bathhouse, but definitely not the guy with the crocodile. Jeez Louise, that would have killed us. I cannot deal with the bloodshed card for another 3 days, because I'm stuck in this feast. It's fine. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We can live with that. Alright, this is what actually happened then. Oh, but the gold bird. I have to show up for the gold bird too. I cannot be at this feast. Okay. We've learned. Arzu cannot be here. Get out. Mahir can go, Zephyr can go. I have 2 little crocodiles, actually. No, little crocodiles don't give survival. The mare can go. No, Ferris can go. Which means I can do Little Crocodile in the bathhouse, except I can't do it with you. Jeez Louise, this is getting complicated. Hey, Winter Fairy, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Finally being able to max out graphics is a beautiful thing. It can be beautiful, yes. Okay. So, Habib has to go. Mihir has something. Zephyr goes. You have no survival is the problem. Lumera goes. Okay. Little Crocodile does go on Ferris. He can go to this because we will be available next turn. He also needs a secret. Okay. The Goldbird requires us to resolve. We don't have the money for it yet. That's fine. Don't have the card for that yet. Lady Becky and I will go to court. It's been a while since I've been on my, like, in actuality. Yeah, that's where we will leave it. Because this was a shit show, and Nabani can just hang out. Okay. Now that I've restructured that, because that would have been a bad day otherwise, I cannot buy anything. I need 30 gold coins. So, let's end the day. What actually happened in the bathhouse happened again. It was bad. Maggie goes to the bathhouse as well. And, oh, I could have changed out what she was wearing. Or what I gave her. That's okay. It doesn't matter. I got Influence and the Exquisite Dagger. We're making the monies. It is good monies. We went to the palace. Sultan got to see us in person for once. All the absurdity of endless debate debacles left the Sultan thoroughly exhausted, so he will fuck off. We gained influence from it. But we did get an omen for that, instead of the money that usually we get. Your neighbor, a scholar, complained that your feast was too noisy, interrupting his creative flow and preventing him from finishing his great work. Do we cancel the feast? Ask him to move, ignore him, or deafen him? I believe the deafen him option gives you infamy. Ask him to move was kind of lackluster, if I remember. Canceling the feast gets you a book, eventually, and something, I think you lose influence, I believe. Ignoring him, I don't remember. Trav, if you would be so kind as to wrestle up those stats, and chat, if you, would like to weigh in on your opinion, by all means. Let's have a discussion. Cancel the feast is -1 influence and a book. Ask him to move his notoriety, which we do want. Ignore him as influence. Deafen him as infamy. Okay. I will ask him to move. I actually do want the notoriety. I don't know why I thought that was lackluster. Maybe I'm thinking of a different event. Anyway. The feast is an extremely important sociability occasion for you, and you cannot compromise on this point, but he can move to another quiet residence until he finishes his work. You half threaten, half sincerely tell him that you still have some influence in the city and can help him find a suitable place. The scholar, knowing that further entanglement would lead to nothing, leaves in indignation. Like, we even offered to help him move. He's just an ass. Ah, yes. Do you need help? You make a very strange request, and the woman gives you money. Which is what I needed anyway. The beggars eat. Okay. Only Adilla has something to say this time. Interesting. And I got stuck? Oh my god. No, this gets me killed. I don't have a conquest card for this, but I needed this. I needed to be open for this one. Really? Mr. Scrake, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. I hope your Baldur's Gate 3 fun times are good. This is not fair. The game is literally trying to get me killed. I'm gonna have to reset the day just so that I don't put a freaking... Ferris, you are ruining me with this little crocodile at this point. You've already reached Act 3 together? Goodness. Maybe you should slow down on your typing at me, though? Just saying. It's a lot of typos. I'm only giving you a little bit of shit. It's fine. It's just a little sass. We're all friends here. Can't help it. You're just so excitable, I know. You're like a golden retriever. Okay. Okay. The timing is bad on the crocodile thing. We'll not do it. Jeez Louise. Fine. We just won't do it. Bonnie can go to the bathhouse and get us information. Oh my god. This frickin' magician is trying to get me killed. Like, quite literally. Alright, we'll try this again. This is like the 4th time we've gone through this day. It's getting ridiculous. I only have 4 day rerolls again left. Things are getting weird. Alright, get us some silver information here, please. Thank you. What'd we get? Silver tactics. Very useful. Fantastic. Alright. Maggie does go to the bathhouse as well. I could have not lost Pomegranate Garden, but it's fine. We need the good money? We got the good money. Cool. Perfect. Lovely. If I'm going through this too fast, I'm sorry. But this is like the 4th time I've done this day alone. Someone entrusts their children to a sandfolk tribe with some trade ties, convinced that growing up in the desert toughens the body and sharpens the mind. But after an unheard-of sandstorm sweeps through the sandfolks, tell him the child vanished. A gentle way of putting it. Everyone knows no kid survives alone in that merciless desert. Do we search for the remains, pray for the soul's peace, or make them pay for their foolishness and negligence? I assume that they're referencing the sand folks, but perhaps the parents. I'm not entirely certain. Trav, if you would be so kind as to dredge up the stats if possible. Chat, weigh in on what you believe would be the correct answer here, or the best answer here, or the answer you would pick. Any of those 3 apply. This game is full of very interesting choices. Event appears. Search the remains. Event appears takes 7 days. +1 renown. An event appears that needs 5 magic. +1 influence. +1 notoriety. We do have enough magic on Lumera that we could do the event that needs 5 magic. The event that needs 7 days is a little bit tougher right now. Not that we can't do it, but it's a little... The timing of things, of losing people for 7 days is a little rough right now. I need the notoriety more than anything else, though, so I think I'm just gonna have them pay for their foolishness and negligence. You gaze at them coldly, thinking to yourself, better yet, both deserve to die. With a wave, you summon the guards and toss 2 blades between them. Duel, you say. The winner walks out of my courtyard. Fueled by hate, resentment, rage, and sorrow, they strike at each other with all they've got, until both collapse, lifeless in exhaustion. Word reaches the Sultan, and he chides you. Why didn't you invite him to watch the fun? Still, his light tone betrays his clear delight in your choice. Sometimes it's all you can do. Alright, we get inside information, we get influence because the Sultan retires. We get stone tactics, which is good for us, and we move on. We get the money we need for the freaking gold bird. Thank the gods. We feed the beggars because we cannot roll up the events that do anything for them. Adilla wants to talk to us. And then we're still stuck in this. Okay. The Hamar brothers come back. We're not in a death state. Okay. That took some doing, and I'm annoyed by it. Okay. We need the gold conquest card, but we do have troops. We don't have our best fighters, but we do have good fighters. He's good. Varys is good. She's good. Actually, she would be even better than Navani, surprisingly. So we're not out of people who could matter, but if we talk to her... Well, actually, no, that's not a problem. So we've got 5 days for that one. Okay. Yeah, so event White and Flesh has appeared. That's good. But she is stuck in this for 5 days. That is the problem. But it's not that big of a problem. We're fine. Our wife can go there. She's fine. So that's fine. Anal and Jawad can handle the estate. I need to draw a card. But I have everything else I need for attack against wrong. So that shouldn't be a problem. This is a non-death state. Military operations will do next turn. Okay. So. It's a matter of if this bitch will give me the conquest card I need. Silver conquest I think would still work, but I would much prefer the gold. We have spaces for the bronze conquest cards. Not so much the stone one specifically, but we could handle it. Stone carnality we can deal with. The bloodsheds would kill us. The gold extravagance we also need. So, like... honestly, the only two bad cards here are the bloodshed cards, and we have two redraws. So let's go get what we need. Give me gold conquest. Stone conquest. Okay. I will deal with that. Give me gold conquest. Give. I didn't realize I had a stone bloodshed left. I do. Gross. That one I can deal with. I can deal with that one. Give me gold conquest. Stone carnality I can deal with. Gold conquest. Thank you. None of this is a problem. Okay. Mostly stone. None of it is a problem. That's where that goes. This I need to show up for personally, so I'll have to wait on that until I'm not in a thing, but this can go here. This is 10... 15... 20 to our 36. And as far as physique goes, he has none. Jeez, I don't know how he exists. 5. So 20 minus 36, 5 minus 19, I think is what we're looking at. Because we managed to not give him as much swordsman's poise as we could all 10 rounds. I think we'll be okay. I have the sleeping draught. which could be interesting. But I should probably use, like, silver tactics, honestly. Yeah, silver tactics, I think, is the way to go. So that I have even more dice. If you fail the check, we will die. So... But he's a gold conquest. This is how we deal with this. So technically we have broken 2 gold... Well, we will attempt to break 2 gold cards on this same swordsman. We could have had him as an ally. We could have had him as an ally, but we decided, nah, it's fine. We're just gonna fuck around and find out. Here we go. Cross your fingers, chat. It's gonna get wild. Oh, wait. Wait. What am I thinking? We have people in the guest house that could help with this. Maybe. Nope. The cultists are stealth. No, never mind. Nobody in the guest house. I'm a dum-dum. Okay. So, that is as good as it gets. Okay. We have our wife making friends. We still don't have the card for the gold bird. We have to show up in person for the carnality. The conquest... We have bronze conquest cards still, so I don't know what I'm gonna send this on. I could use it here. But I believe that... No, it needs to be silver. Oh, silver or lower. Do I have silver conquest still? I do. So it'd be a waste of time to use anything lower than a silver because I can't use it on much of anything else. Okay. This one... I could do Haunted Mansion. I could do Haunted Mansion when the Warrior's Feast is done. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull for the Gold Extravagance card. And out of that, the only cards I don't want are the 2 Bloodshed cards over here. Although if I did pull the Gold Bloodshed card, I could just kill the Vizier. So maybe I just don't want Silver Bloodshed. The other Silver Bloodshed. Actually, this is the Silver Bloodshed. Never mind. I have that one in hand. So in actuality, I have a single Stone Carnality card, 2 Bronze Conquests, and a Silver Conquest, and the Gold Extravagance. Actually not in hand right now. I could pull all of these cards. No, and the Stone Bloodshed card. No, I think I actually did use that. I think I'm breaking 2 cards this turn. Yeah. Because of the prison. I kind of have a plan for everything that's still in the deck. How did that happen? Did I just set myself up to win Sultan's game today? Execution is still stuck to this Silver Bloodshed card. Okay, let's end the day and see how this goes. Cross your fingers, chat. Wish me luck. I may need it. I think I'm okay. Weird. All right, people are coming for the good company of Jawad, in his craziness, his charismatic nature, and Inal's amazing food. And they made us the good money. Good. At the prison, we use the bloodshed card, and the prison door is closed. You lure the person close, suddenly reaching through the bars, smashing their head into the bars, and swiftly thrusting a dagger through their neck. By the time alarmed guards open the cell, they are dead. That guy just did not have a good day. But stone bloodshed broke. The Prince of the Old Kingdom, along with the last faithful souls, struggles for revenge against you, and this world that seeks not only to defeat, but also to humiliate them. Yep. Minus 25 to our way bigger numbers. We need 3 successes to defeat him at a 33 die. This could have been way worse if we had just let him gain followers. He could have easily overwhelmed us, but I think 14 successes will do it. Don't you, chat? Oopsie poopsie. After all, they are merely remnants of a mixed bloodline. Look at them. Maybe their ancestors were once noble, imperial warriors, but now their fathers lost everything, and they are artisans, merchants, and even prostitutes from the slums. They have only a little courage left. Your troops lured them into a trap, and all that's left is slaughter. Finally, beside the bodies of dozens of soldiers, you find the sword symbolizing the Old Kingdom's legacy. Perhaps offering it to the Sultan will earn you a reward. So all of these people are now dead, and conquest gets broken. And it's actually kind of very sad. The Blade of Lament. Retainers, fuck off. So the Marauders band is gone. I don't have an army anymore. God, that was such a good roll-up, though. Adilla wants to have a drink with Maggie. Do you want to join in? You decide not to join in the women's discussion. You arrange for Maggie to meet her alone. After all, she's here specifically to see Maggie. Maggie is pleasantly surprised by her visit and quickly asks the maid to prepare nuts, dried fruit, and plenty of honey and cheese. The two of them spend a full 2 hours together, with bursts of laughter echoing from time to time. When Adilla leaves, Maggie comes to find you. Her wine-flushed cheeks make her look particularly charming. She tells you that Adilla has shared a story about her family is cursed by a dragon, preventing them from ever having male heirs. Adilla seems to truly believe in the existence of the dragon and is determined to slay it to end the curse. As Maggie speaks, a complicated expression crosses her face. She pauses as if wanting to say something, but in the end, she simply shakes her head and stays silent. Perhaps even she hasn't figured out what to say. Well, something more to hunt down. Manala's back. Jabal, the general of the Sultan, suddenly stops you as you leave. Want to make a deal, he says, extending a pair of calloused hands. Give me that conquest card. I haven't faced any valuable opponents for a while. My hands itch to fight something. You mentioned the Sultan might not like that, but Jabal was unfazed. As long as no one knows it was me, what do you worry about? I'll give you the evidence of conquest directly. You can just pass it to the Sultan. Do we accept or do we refuse? Jabal is one of the 4 honor guard of the Sultan. We have 2 as our followers currently. And he wants to come join in our conquesty fun. Of course we accept, but we join in so that it's legitimately we helped. Alright, sounds good. Jabal was right, and besides, it was mutually beneficial with no reason for a refusal. He laughed and grabbed your shoulders. Just wait, I'll bring you the Wolf King's head. That's great. More things that I need to do in person, but my wife wishes to speak with me. We need to pull for the gold bird. This can use a conquest card. Doesn't have to be this one. We're currently tagged to this bloodshed card, anyway. Maggie, what do you need? My love, my goddess, my everything. After dinner that day, Maggie sat beside you drinking tea. In this rare moment of peace and warmth, she suddenly remembered something and looked up to you. Dear, I suddenly think maybe practicing swordsmanship wouldn't be bad. What do you think? I support her. Of course we support our wife. This woman is everything. You rest your chin in your hand, deliberately looking Maggie up and down until she grows visibly nervous. Only then do you nod and say you can't see anything wrong. With her well-proportioned figure, she might actually make an excellent swordsman. Swordswoman, sorry. Maggie's cheek turns slightly pink as she keeps protesting that you're teasing her. How could she ever be a swordswoman? But you can tell she's delighted. After some playful banter, Maggie snuggles up to you and says that when family commitments are less demanding, she'll ask Adila for more guidance on sword fighting. You support her decision, only reminding her not to injure herself. Maggie gives you a bright smile and agrees. And now our wife is amazing. Sadly, she has to go deal with this. Or we may kill him today. Depends. We don't care about book hunt. We need to pull for the gold bird anyway. Okay, these two can go here. This is still being worked on. This resolves tomorrow. Ooh, never mind. Silver Omen. We'll do that. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Silver Conquest, we would like to pull. All of the conquests, really. We have the Stone Conquest in hand. We have one of the two Stone Carnalities in hand. We need the Gold Extravagance. We could use the Gold Bloodshed card. Silver Bloodshed is actually in hand already. And we do have a way of dealing with it. It just requires us to be in person, which is awkward right now. We have 9 cards left, and 3 of them are already in our hand. So we technically have 6 cards left in the deck. If I pulled all of them right now, we could probably do them all. This requires... I don't have to do this. I could wait for him to roll up again. And just send my wife. One-on-one Swords Training has has 3 days before it expires. So, but I do need to pull for the gold bird, period, is the problem. You have combat and physique. You're fine. Okay. Or I could have Adila on this hunt. Which would be good for her because she needs marks of combat. Anyway. Delay it. Execute it immediately. I'm gonna delay this. I don't think I need a silver. We'll do that. We'll just delay this and wait till that comes out again. I could do General Night Hunt, but I actually should probably do the Gold Bird, like, now. Give me street urchins. Please give me street urchins. Nope. I don't know what's causing that not to work. Really annoying. I'm gonna try and pull for the extravagance card. I would like to get that over and done with. Please? Extravagance. The carnality. Okay. That does not help me. Gold extravagance, please. Thank you. Jeez Louise, woman. Because I have to go do this in person anyway. So I may as well just get this done. Now. Or it becomes a problem. Okay. It's better if we go in person, but we don't have to. Oh, that is only a slot for us. Okay. We have to bribe to get back into the prison. There's nobody in there. I don't care. I might care after the Hamar brothers, but I don't care about this. I have 3 days with that, so if we send Ferris to the bathhouse, we could do that tomorrow. That would be fine. Warrior's Feast will finish. Tempting. Okay. I have to show up for this one in person, but it's not a problem. So really, it's a matter of what I do with these guys today. I could, reset the time on this bloodshed card. But I'm not worried about it, because News in the Bathhouse will allow me the thing to do the bloodshed card on. Okay. The carnalities aren't necessarily problematic. And the conquest can go to that. Okay. Maybe these two just chill today. I could send them to this. But I kind of need a conquest card for that. Maybe we don't. Maybe they just chill. So nothing happens if you methinks the urchins. That's an issue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the urchins are bugged. And I don't know why. I can't do anything about them. They're just going to continue to cost me money every few rounds. So I've tried to methinks them many times. They're bugged. It's fine. Here we go. No matter how much you regret it, once the Sultan said it, you had no choice but to buy that damned mechanical bird out of your own pocket. You reluctantly hand over the money while cursing the greedy inventor and the onlooking Sultan in your heart. Thank heavens you didn't go bankrupt. Pee-pee! Yay! All the love's back to you. Thank you for 5 months. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy your drugs in Schedule 1. You squeezed out a few tears to ask the Sultan to let you break an extravagance card for it, but the Sultan looked at you mockingly and said, "Didn't you yourself say it was worth its weight in gold? Truly have no one to blame but your own rash words. Anyone can see that the bird is not worth that much, even if it can tell time, fly, and groom its feathers. Any rooster on the street can do that." Now you've really lost a lot. The tears flowing from your eyes became genuine. Your sorrowful appearance amused the Sultan. After having had enough fun, he finally let you go. We only had to humiliate ourselves for it. It's fine. Stupid bird. The Sultan requested the general to plan a military operation without any real strategic significance, more to satisfy his momentary desire for conquest. But the staff submitting the marching plan hesitantly tell you that the dry season is coming and the route will be very unfavorable for military supply, not only causing many additional expenses, but also additional casualties. That's human lives. Let us try to persuade. And as usual, our wife is the best. Even the vizier can hardly refuse the chance to discuss this sultan. After persuading him, the following time is even quite pleasant. You cleverly weave documents and reports together, delaying the troop and supply assembly time link by link until the appropriate time. Maybe the sultan is helpless about this, but his eyes show deep suspicion towards you. We got the army's approval and some renown, but the sultan, he's watching. Someone hopes you can host a warrior's banquet as he and his friends are eager for an adventurous life. We get the adventurous life from scratch. How the tales of adventures inspire yearning. The guests drink a lot of wine, they donned leather armor, and picked up scimitars as they staggered out the door. Is this really okay? Well, it got us a gold tactics and some coin, and some notoriety, so I don't care. And then the ranger fucked off. At the bathhouse? Oh no. The little crocodile. What did it do? It did bad things. Do we make the good money? We do. We might even make extra money today. Yep, we sure do. The Sultan is not in court. He is still not seen. But the murmured exchanges among colleagues dissolve into holy silence, and flashes of future flicker before your eyes. But upon deep thought, they remain a blur. All will fear and exit. Those oppressed can't help but ask, how do we gain freedom? Oh boy. Barbarian woman! I thought you were my big sister. Rael stormed in looking for you, with two strong goons alertly observing behind her, another person by her side constantly holding the hilt of their sword. Hey, I heard something unsettling and feel compelled to take action, but I can't. I dislike feeling incapable, so I'm here for your help, since you're the most cunning eremite I know. She winks, mixing affection with disdain. You must frequent brothels, right? Before you respond, she waves dismissively, implying the answer doesn't matter. My people told me some of our tribe was taken to a place called House of Delights, a filthy brothel. She continues. I want to rush in directly and save them, but our people learn to hunt and fight, not spread legs. But, that place is heavily guarded, worse than the jackals. Help me infiltrate and I'll reward you, she says directly, not mincing words. And also, deeds gain the righteous path. Favor is here. Rael's gang is out because they want to go to the brothel. Jalila is around. We're feeding the orphans, as always, and purifying fire. Destroy a Sultan card. You only have one chance. Nice. Okay. Nice. Inal does want to talk to us. Okay. And we do need to do this. Let us handle this. He's fucked off. You don't have a charisma thing anymore. I do now. Actually, I might do this. Okay. so that she can go entice him out. Spending 20 gold coins would solve the problem, or we could just help. We don't have 20 gold coins, but we got time. Let's find out what Anal wants. Ouch, you'll want to send someone. She'll take gold, but it's a lot. It'll be pretty tough combat physique check, though. Also, you should be able to train people with her gang. Yes, we are if they're in. They're not in. And we haven't had the money because we've been saving up for the gold bird. So it's not that I haven't wanted to. And also, Blackhawk, thank you for the lurk. I didn't miss you. You're not missed. It's fine. Anal finds you, her usually lively face now gravely serious as she kneels and presents her request. If you permit, I'd like to buy my freedom. I can gather the money. Madam has agreed. She even allowed me to save for it. She shyly presents you a handful of small change, totaling about 2 gold coins. You're somewhat surprised and ask why she suddenly has this thought. Anal once more brings up the dream that made her uneasy. That noble, like a wolf, and the Sultan. If not for your kindness, I'd been sent to them already, right? It's all because I'm a slave. All my happiness, all my joy are reflections on water, shatterable with a touch from master or master's master. But if I were free... She bites her lip, determined. I think I'd have more choices. You want to tell her even free people have masters, like ministers oppressed by the Sultan. But it seems, since that vague dream, freedom has already lodged in her heart. What will you decide to do? This money will do. No need for money. You are free, or I don't like this idea. Trav, if you would, I believe we did no need for money last time and it worked out really great, but I would like to hear people's thoughts regardless. Why are you even asking us? Because, Trav, I can. I like to hear from you guys. You guys are my friends. And yes, it is a lurk-friendly chat. You know, talking to me is optional, but I appreciate every one of you being here, and I love to hear from you. I always give you guys space to say hello. No real info, just that it's a really good idea to release her and gift her, so just do it for free. Alright. Oh, and a bad idea to take option 3 because releasing her is a bond of fate. Yeah. Alright. And we get renown. Our renown is the highest. Listening to what you said, she stared at you dumbfounded, tears streaming down her face. How could there be such a kind master as you in this world? I almost want to continue being your slave. Oh, I really thank you. She kissed your feet, washing them clean with her tears. She's such a sweetheart. We love her. Alright, well, she can go back to managing our estate with this asshole. Hold on. Maybe I don't send you. Maybe I send you instead. Because these two have an appointment together. Hold on. Before I do that, have equipment. charisma, combat, and magic. Or stealth and combat. No. We will give you this. Because you already have this. We will give Zephyr the exquisite dagger because it helps with his stealth. Very good, very good. Khabib can have the spear, just for something to have. Because Adilla's got a better weapon. You still have the little crocodile, which is fine. We have this betrayed friend we could carnality, which is hilarious. The gold bird works in an animal slot, but like Varys has one. We've not added a one with the puppy whistle because we apparently cannot dupe it. Sad. It's fine. Now, when these two get together, they at least both have weapons. I can wait on this one. Book Hunt is Dark Alley related. I don't care that much. When Ryal's gang isn't here, I can do no training. And they're all currently here. So. I have one more for the General Night Hunt. The Hamar brothers will roll back up. We are just gonna let Manal keep not going. Alright, he'll just go there. Habib and Mir just get to hang out, I guess. I would love to get this attire for Zephyr. It'd be so good for him. But sadly, it's too expensive. Alright, I think that's where we leave this day. This should be okay. Hell, I'll bribe the guards too. Just so that I have access to the prison when I need it. 2 gold. I do have one warning about sending those two off to have a girls' night out after this. Do not let Maggie gain to resentment or more. That's fair. She'll kill us. I don't want her to have any sadness whatsoever. So I will avoid that as much as possible, Trav. Thank you. Yeah, I expect her to become competent enough to kill me in my sleep. Absolutely. PB tells me that she has corrupted you. Fen, she has not corrupted me. I adore you, by the way. Welcome in, Fen. You know what I haven't done? I forgot to do this when she came in and resubbed. So now she's got the shouty. She won't kill you. She's not that good with a weapon, but it'll be interesting and you'll deserve it. But don't do it. Okay, good. Good. Thank you, Trav. Thank you for the warnings. Tomorrow is Caleb's last day of school and it's a half day. That sounds amazing, Winter Fairy. I'm so excited for Caleb. Welcome to nearly summertime. I hope he has a blast tomorrow at school for his half day. Ben, you're wonderful. You're amazing. And in about 2 minutes, I'm going to shout out you as well. Mahaha. Mwahahaha. I hope your day is going well. 7th grade already? That's crazy. A 7th grader? Who told him he could grow up that fast? Who told him? Craziness. How dare you let PP sway you to the dark side without cookies? Dragon, what dark side? I just am here. Also, hi Dragon, welcome in. He was in 3rd grade when we met. I know, Winter Fairy. That's why I'm like, how dare? How dare he grow up so fast? How dare he? He was just a little boy, and now he's growing like a weed. Ridiculousness. Give him all my love when he comes home on the bus later, Winter Fairy, please. You know how much I adore your son. He'll tell you that he's a daring guy. Aw, he's adorable. I mean, he has a brave mommy and a wonderful father. Like, how could he not be a daring guy? And he's a really great little big brother for Miss Ma'am, so. What? It's true, Winter. It's true. You're amazing. Never think otherwise. He is the best big brother. I know, he's such a cute kid. Anyways, now that we've finished gushing about the goings-on in chat, I need to do another shouty. Follow this woman. She's amazing. Don't let her tell you otherwise. I adore her. May, because I corrupted you by getting you to wishlist schedule, Fen is picking on me and Dragon is being nice to me. Look, wishlisting a game is easy. I haven't bought it yet, though. Otherwise, I might have to come and do the drugs with people. Well, make the drugs with people. And do the drugs. You can do the drugs in that game. I watched Jacksepticeye play it. He had a blast. So, yeah. I got no problems with the drugs. It's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Look at these. Look at this. This is so funny. You guys are hilarious. I'm just gonna end this day. I don't have anything for these 3 to do that I care about. So we're just gonna move on. And try not to die. I think I've almost completed all the cards. I've got a plan for, I think, all of them. Oh, hey, and the observatory finished. We got Malefic Flares. Oh, a gold card. We'll have to find out what that does. Crazy. Adilla comes to visit Maggie. You can tell how much she values this appointment. Even her hair is perfectly styled. She's holding a newly forged rapier with somewhat crude patterns engraved on its blade. The hilt is wrapped with a thin grip cord tied into a clumsily crooked bow. Catching your gaze, Adilla, unusually shy, tries to hide the sword behind her back. Is Lady Maggie here? We had an appointment, she asks. You fully support Maggie learning swordsmanship with Adilla. This day, when you return home from court, you find Adilla still in your home. She's holding Maggie's hand, teaching her the proper sword stance. Adilla wears only a wrap around her torso. Her scarred body, viewed from behind, rivals that of any warrior. While Maggie, in fine silk with a gauze veil, looks too delicate to wield a sword. Just so. Keep it steady. Get used to the feel of the sword. Oh, it's so heavy. Imagine it as a pot, a kettle, or your husband's head. Then I drop it. They laugh and continue training, unaware of your presence. Oh, I love them. They deserve All the friendship. Oh hey, guys, follow Dragon, because he does stream, and it's gonna be a fun time when he gets back to it. He's on vacation right now, so you have to give him love while he's not looking, otherwise he gets flustered about it. At the bathhouse, what do we learn? A bronze something. Opportunity, I'll take it. Bronze opportunity from Varys. Nice. The Sultan demands an explanation. You let a crocodile show up at the bathhouse and cause deaths and injuries. Mostly because somebody decided to put their hand in a crocodile's mouth, like it was a good idea. Like, this is not even our fault. The Sultan bursts into hearty laughter at your story and gladly breaks the bloodshed card to spare you. However, some court guards wear expressions of impending doom, which is very strange. Like, it's not even our fault that these idiots were like, ooh, this is a white crocodile, let's stick our hand in its mouth. Like, dumbasses, what are you doing? Let's see if we make the good money. Aw, we make the good money. Consistently. It's very good. A noble stopped by, hoping you could tell him the tier of himself and his archenemy. You recalled his name and made a judgment silently in your heart. He was just a bronze-tiered young man, and his archenemy, who was about to inherit the family property, would soon reach silver tier. Your archenemy is silver tier. As for you, you hesitated whether to tell the truth or not. We could lie and say he's stone tier. We could lie and say he's gold tier. Neither of these are true. We could tell him the truth and say he's bronze tier, or we could say, oh, you're silver tier as well. Trav, if you would be so kind as to hunt me up the information behind these choices. But, chat, what would you want to do? How would you answer this man? Would you, lower him? Raise him? Tell him the truth? Ah, I've been waiting for this one. Haven't seen it yet. Yeah, this is the first time we've gotten it in run number 4. We usually get this one earlier. Mr. Scragg says, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. +1 notoriety, +1 renown, and 2 gold. +1 influence and 5 gold. +1 infamy. Yeah, because that'll get him killed. I have been trying to hunt up notoriety, mostly. So telling him he's a stone tier... We've never tried that. We've always told the truth before. I don't particularly need the renown, but the gold would be nice. No, I need the notoriety. You are a stone tier, my dude. You deliberately told him he was just a stone tier. The young man flushed red with anger. How is that possible? He drew his knife in a fit of rage and challenged you to a duel. However, his knife skills were truly lacking. You deftly dodged and nicked him and kicked him to the ground, and his miserable appearance made you laugh. The young man never raised his head again and left hurriedly. Not long after, you heard that the young noble's bad temper had significantly improved, and he no longer vented his anger on servants. Look at that. I made the people's lives better. Just by making that, showing that man that it didn't matter what his tier was, he just needed to be better. Hey, the Sultan is not in. But we upgraded some information. An unspoken understanding. All questions will have their answers, like how a stream naturally becomes a river as it flows. So we now have an intent to rebel if we wanted to do so. We haven't even actually met Jawad, or not Jawad, met Nawful at his estate. We have the note, we've just never pursued that path at all. Yeah. Nabani fucked off because he was bored. We enticed him to come back. You send someone to track down Nabani at the House of Delights where chaos has broken out. A paying customer has been waiting far too long for the girl he requested, but was left ignored. Frustrated, he stands up, pulls aside the veil, and sees that most of the girls are fawning over Nabani in the inner chamber. The man, furious at being ignored, challenges Nabani, the center of attention, And the two men head to open ground in front of the House of Delights, ready to settle the matter in a duel. Okay, this is dumb for two reasons. First of all, Nabani should be well known to be one of the Sultan's honor guard. So obviously, the House of Delights are going to prioritize him because he's one of the Sultan's favorites. This man, this other noble, who is not nearly smart enough to recognize somebody of significant power and connection, has decided to get upset because he doesn't get to have the girl he wants as immediately as he thought he should earn it, or be allowed it. So he's gonna have one of the best swordsmen in the country duel him over a prostitute. Like, the heck is this man doing? Yeah, does he know me? Apparently not. When you and Lumera arrive, a familiar girl hurries over and pleads with you as a powerful minister to mediate the duel. If any patrons were to die there, it would spell disaster for everyone at the House of Delights. And if he doesn't know, why doesn't he know? Yeah. Like, is he a foreign noble? Is he just visiting? Like, it makes no sense why this man does not know who Nabani is on sight. Like, if not having asked who he was in the brothel itself. Like, are you kidding me? He's just so stupid. I don't... The stupidity of this man is mind-boggling. But anyway, the pleasure seeker who is snubbed by the Lady of Delights angrily points to the man they favor, Nabani, and stakes all his dignity as a man, demanding a duel with him. Do you want to intervene in this dispute? Do we persuade the neglected noble not to be stupid? Do we persuade Nabani to be far more generous because he's been using his influence, money, and position very selfishly? Or do we remain neutral and let this play out and let this idiot get killed? Because he will just die. Third one because funny. Mr. Scrake wants me to do the funny thing. Trav, would you please dig me up the stats to see what is actually going on behind the scenes? Pretty please. But feel free, chat, to discuss the stupidity of this man, because I will ridicule him all day and night, as you can clearly see. Persuade the neglected is +1 renown. Persuade the favored is influence, an event with Navani vanishing for 3 days. Did he kill the guy and have to hide? Suggestive name. Oh, +1 influence to persuade the favored, and remain neutral as an event where Navani vanishes for 3 days. Possibly. I kind of don't want him to run away. We'll take the influence, I guess. Influence is fine. You approached Nabani, patted his shoulder, and gestured for him to notice the anxious and worried ladies of Delights around. If anything happened to him, how sad these girls would be. Why disappoint so much love over a vain duel? Nabani laughs heartily. You're right, Arzu. You have always a way with words to touch people's hearts, whether it's me or the Sultan. All right, my friend. I apologize for monopolizing the beautiful little mermaid for too long. He bows to the neglected man. Since there is a step, the man readily accepted, and the two shook hands, leaving it at that. Stupid nobles. The kids eat. I can't do anything with them, so they get to eat. My wife wishes to speak with me. So does that. This is gonna go. Okay. Got some things to do here. May give an all an accessory. The gift you give an all can enhance her ability. What do we want to enhance, precisely? This does physique and charisma. We could just give her the gift she's already wearing. That could be good. Here, put that down there. Works for me. Does mean that she's not managing the estate today, which is fine. Our lovely wife wishes to speak with us. I have no upgrades needed. I don't. What does this do? Combat 5. Conjectures on the correlation between earthly affairs and the movement of the baleful Mars. Used as intelligence, it can provide +5 combat and 1 reroll. You can also think more on its potential use in Methinks. Interesting. All of these have Methinks opportunities that I have not been using. Okay. Okay. These two can handle the estate today. That's fine. 2 more days for this. We do have to do this. We are currently tagged to either a conquest or carnality. I'm not entirely certain which. And if we go to this, it's better for us. Oh, I don't need Lady Becky on me. Jeez Louise. She does give combat, though. But we should be fine. Like, I have a sword on me. This is an accessory. Okay. That should be fine. This is gonna expire. I don't care. Confession. Is fine. Juna is in the House of Delights for a carnality. We could also use a carnality on our wife. Maggie carries a large jar of ointment as she leaves, and you ask her where she's headed. She says to the bathhouse. I'm so fed up with those gossips. Every time Adilla goes to the bathhouse, they act as if they're scared of mice or ghosts, running to other pools. Actually, most of the scars could fade away with proper care, and Adilla just never learned how to take care of her skin properly. Maggie tosses her head proudly. Her ointment is well regarded among the capital's ladies, a secret formula passed down from her grandmother through her mother. Dear, you might need some as well. She gives you a dab, then veils herself and nods to you. I'll go to the bathhouse right now and have a wonderful day, my husband. My wife, the wonderful wife that I have, is so thoughtful, and I adore her for it. Okay. Well, I have nothing for this, so that's just gonna tick over. Okay. Where does this leave us? I have both the carnalities in hand. The gold bloodshed, I would like to wait until Abdul rolls up again. I have the stone conquest already accounted for, so I have 3 conquests left, basically. 2 carnalities and 3 conquests left. Silver Conquest is for the brothers. The Bronze Conquests I have for Wolf's Den and... Actually, no. Silver Conquest is for... Not this one. The in-depth investigation, because it requires a conquest to have the right to interfere in it. Wolf's Den is a bronze conquest. Haunted Mansion could be a conquest. There are other things I could do conquest on. These carnalities are not a big deal. I could go to the House of Delights for any of the girls with them, or I could throw them in and have a nice night with my wife. She has 2 marks of passion, so that's nice. One of them has to go for As You Wish, actually. I might be doing that next turn. Alright. So what do I want to do with all these people? That is the question. Does my wife need to be anywhere? No. Ring of the Lovebirds. Interesting. You have golden earrings on, which actually should probably go to Lumera. So Zephyr could definitely use that for the stealth portion of it, and his charisma would do well. Charisma and sociability. These earrings are really great. Or Inal. Charisma attire. That one I want to spend my money on, though. Yes. Spending my money on this. There you go. Your stealth is now the best stealth. She's here. I want her to have this, though. There we go. Okay. Can we... Nope. Still cannot. It's still bugged. Pure Thoughts require me. I could put the puppy whistle on somebody. I am going to have my wife read this book. I think it's a book reading round. There we go. Adila, your survival desperately needs work. So you get to read a survival book. What is your wisdom at? I think it's a 1. Yeah. But I can fix that. We can just do this so that you can read this book. There we go. We'll trade it back later. I do have the 5 gold coins from a here, so maybe we do this. Carnality Lady Becky. A cat is good too. I don't know about that. You can use carnality on Maggie probably. Pretty sure you've done it once already. No, I've used carnality on Maggie's at a date location, Trav. I've not actually used it directly on her, so she's still open for a carnality card. We're good. I don't know if you can actually do that on the cat. This is just 5, so yeah. And then we could do, oops, Aether, and it wants Wisdom. Inside information, so there's that. Do you want to find out? I doubt that Lady Becky wants you to. I don't know if that will go over well, honestly. I'm stuck. I'm in this night on this hunt, so the carnality cards will just have to wait. So the bathhouse goes to you because you do not have a little crocodile. In fact, nobody does, because I have used it up. Is there anything for Zephyr to read? Let's see. You have decent combat survival and stealth. I think some of your survival comes... None of this, actually. That is legitimately, you've just got that much survival. Your combat comes from a little bit from this and this, so we could definitely give him actual combat, which would help. So jousting or the spear, either of them works. We'll give him spear. There we go. And then all that is left is Ferris and Lady Becky, and I could give him survival. I don't know why he doesn't have more as the captain of the cavalry. Can also present carnality to the Sultan when Fadia is there. Yeah, we're headless dragons, therefore I'd have to wait for the Sultan to come back, which I think we have enough turns between the two of them. Like, one of these goes to As You Wish. One of these goes to this man. We are gonna wreck this man with one of them. The other one goes to Juna or my wife or the consort at the palace. I mean, like, it's not a problem, so to speak. It's just a But I am currently in this hunt with Jabal, so it's not a problem, guys. It's just a think. The fact that you should use the stone carnality on her, provided that Mahir will be free. Mahir's not going to be free for 7 days. So we can extend the carnality. Like, I do have this, so I can reset the time on one of these. One of these goes to As You Wish, probably the 4 days. That's my execution day. I'm probably doing it next turn. The other one we might extend. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not worried about it. Like, we have options here. It's not a big deal. Do I want to give Ferris... Actually, I don't have any survival books to give him. Except this one, which would start the Canyon of the Gales adventure, which I don't really want to get into. So, yeah, we're fine. He can just hang out. Lady Becky can also just chill. For once, Lady Becky gets to sleep in. She just gets to sleep in. Although, I could stick around one of these guys. She'll go to Habib, because Habib is nicer. There. There. There we go. Alright, that's the end of today. A general, eager for adventure and challenge, has found the perfect hunting ground. Now hand over the conquest card and wait for him to bring back the beast's head after his killing spree. You joined Jabal's hunt, however, can your performance earn his approval? The event harbors no mortal danger. 4 successes allows triumph over Jabal. So we have 11 dice to show Jabal that we are not weak shit. These are our stats, these are his stats versus us, so they subtract, and then we are left with 11. And we did 5 successes, so I'm pretty sure that we are very, successful in showing Jabal that we are not weak shit, and, he can depend on us. You slice off the beast's head with a single stroke. Without a doubt, you prove your valor, earning Jabal's high praise. He picks up the steaming, bloody head and hands it to you. The next day, you hold up the giant wolf's head as proof and publicly break the conquest card in 2. So that... done. Easy peasy. The beast's blood no longer thrills the Sultan, but he suddenly wonders if a giant wolf could be kept as a dog. Of course, he doesn't care about anyone's answer. His thoughts are already on the hunt, eager to try himself. He also gained... physique? Familiar fighting style? Interesting. Not sure what that will do. At the bathhouse, do we get any information? We do. We get a silver something. A silver secret. Very nice. People are still willing to come to our house and make us money. And it was the good money. Do we get extra money? No. Possibly next time. The Sultan is still not at court. Inal redeems her freedom, and from today she is no longer a slave. She receives her identity paper from you and Maggie, becoming a free citizen from now on. Tears well up in her eyes. Never before had she thought she could be free, something that hadn't thought of, much less done, for 3 generations before her. Maggie embraces her while you inquire about her future plans. She froze for a moment, as if suddenly realizing that she could now plan her life. May I continue working for the lady? I like this job. Why wouldn't that be possible? You and Maggie exchange glances, smiling faces, and meet each other's eyes. She gains charisma and survival from the gift. You hand in all the gift you had prepared. Nell was astonished, only accepting the small box after repeated confirmation. As a slave, she had no right to own anything. Aside from her identity papers, this is her first possession. A real possession. Regardless of its value, it is filled with blessings and hopes. Inal is overwhelmed with gratitude. It is as if she was born into this world once again. She gains wisdom, and she also becomes bronze. Fuck yes, Inal. Let's go. My girl's a bronze card now. Look at her. Look at her updated artwork. She looks amazing. Alright, people, My wife improved herself, and she's amazing, and we love her. Adilla got some more survival because the girl needs it. Zephyr now has more combat experience, and he's not just relying on his equipment. Your renown spreads through the dark alley. On this day, someone invited you to watch an underground boxing match, promising it to be exciting. You have a premonition that this journey may bring special rewards. Oh boy. Another thing that I need to go in person for. There's the bookstore rendezvous. I just want to get As You Wish out of the way, but this is not working out. Jeez Louise. Alright, you need... No. Who... Lady Becky needs to come out of here. That's what we need. You're the one who needs to give these gold earrings back to Lumera, but Lumera's kind of out for a while. And no, look at her! Look at her! She looks amazing! She's not my slave anymore. This should say your servant. It's fine. Let's see here. I can do that for now. Oh, and this is back. So I actually can give this back for her to wear. Nice. Although, no, I like the earrings on you. I might put this on Adilla, actually. Paris is literally the only one with animal handling that can wear the bird. Unless I use the puppy whistle, which I can't dupe. Yeah, I got the new and all art. She looks amazing. Okay. What am I dealing with? This already has signs of carnality, so I cannot use this as a carnality card date. So that's fine. He's fucked off again. I need somebody with 5 charisma or more to go fetch him. A woman. Or a bottle of wine, which I don't know how to acquire. My wife can go get him. The foreign merchant is here. I can't afford any of his things, so... Zephyr, go fetch the rent, please. Thank you. That's my gal. She's so good. She does not require Jawad to help her at all on the estate anymore. She's amazing. I might have Lady Becky go. Do I have anything for here? No. This one is about to finish, which means that I can deal with this next. This is how we continue with Jawad, or I'm sorry, with Jabal. Jawad's here. Jabal is the pugilist. I have to go in person. I do have some amount of stealth, not a lot. I could borrow. Some more stealth for this. His sociability is pretty good, and wisdom is also pretty good. Would be better. Fine, we'll do that. As you wish can wait another turn. Go fetch him back, because he's such a dick. Book Hunt we're gonna let just roll out. Jawad can do this. No. Oh. Yeah, Jawad can do this. That's fine. Have a bath, Jawad. You jerk. I don't have enough money for really anything, so... Like... Otherwise I would have Habib cook. And they're out, so I can't even do training. Yes, I need to do these. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. The only option for wine that I can find is a gift from someone quite advanced in the storyline, but whether it's the right one, I couldn't say. Unnamed cellar reserve? Yeah, I don't know how to find the wine. It doesn't... There might be some wine that rolls up in the equipment merchant, but I don't know. It definitely isn't in Bharat's store, so... Here we go. This is where we're at. You know that a great method to deal with drought is to build underground channels to draw from aquifers, and the most important and challenging part is finding the right water source. You decide to dispatch scholars and craftsmen to verify your idea. Although it will take a long time, it will be worth it for the sake of stabilizing the people's lives. With ample experience, expertise, patience, and fortitude, you and your followers traverse the local mountains and rivers, seeking traces of alluvial fans and digging out vertical shafts like ant barrows. They meticulously examine the depth and gradient of the subterranean channels, and through their hard work, an extremely complex system takes shape. This godforsaken parched land finally sees rain, a rain that comes from deep underground, from hundreds of meters below. People praise your wisdom, grateful for your benevolence. Your name is engraved on the stone bricks of the channels, kissed by the cool night breeze passing through the channels for 1,000 years to come, and every single one of them gains physique from that. Which is a lot. At the bathhouse, what do we learn? A bronze something. Bronze opportunity. Okay. If you mess up making the water of life, you get wine. Ah, have we already tried putting carnality to Navani event? No, we have not. I could do that, yes. I suppose I'll have to wait till he fucks off again. But I think we're past the point where it matters, Yurik, is the problem. The Fate's Ledger option for the you promised to keep your fingers off of it, but you didn't box thingy gives you a merchant who will sell any item in the game, allegedly. Of course, that means it's essentially impossible to reliably get anything at all. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The Bonnie event has options for every type of card. It's great. It's true, he does. I forget about that. There's so many options in this game that you get lost in the sauce so easy. Welcome in, by the way, Yurik and Rikavi. Thank you for joining us. Bronze intuition, +3 gold, or +1 influence. I knew you were going to ask. Thank you, Trav. The Sultan is in a whimsical mood, asks you to judge the most beautiful female in his harem. If we say it's the longest woman, the woman who's been with him the longest, we get a bronze intuition. If it's the newest addition to his collection, we get 3 gold. And if it's his next woman, we get influence. I'm gonna go for the gold. I'm a little broke. It's the newest addition to your collection. The answer makes the Sultan burst into laughter. He pulls the woman by his side and asks what she thought. She laughs along, saying, "Your subject is right," which makes the Sultan even happier. In the lapis lazuli palace, only his laughter echoes, and everyone bow their heads, daring not to speak. Later, the Sultan casually tosses you a gold slipper as a reward for your clever answer. Just cash. No big deal. Let's make more money. Yay. We get extra money? We do. Perfect. I needed it. The Sultan has returned to his loyal court. We will have the court back tomorrow. In the unregulated dark alley, bloody brawls take place every day. On the streets, the stakes are lives, but here in the underground fighting pit, the air is thick with the clash of gold coins and scams. You arrive at this underground fighting arena. As you step through the door, the crowd erupts into thunderous cheers. A new pugilist is pounding his opponent into the ground, each strike brutal yet precise, displaying raw and beautiful power. You fold your arms to watch, but find yourself straightening up almost instantly. There's good reason. Something about the pugilist's form seems strangely familiar. You try to identify this pugilist, and if we get 3 successes, we will definitely realize who this man is. It's him! Though he hides most of his face behind a mask and wears tattered clothes, the sheen of fine oil on his skin, his gait, and his fighting style all betray his identity. You are certain that this is one of the Sultan's iron guards. Why would he be here, fighting in a dark alley? Lost in thought, you watch as the fighter leaves among the cheers and you quietly follow him. In the dark alleys, you believe you are following him unnoticed. 2 successes out of 7 to track him. Oh. Easy. He has no idea we're here. The pugilist doesn't discover you. He passes through dirty, muddy slums and slips past a few bustling brothels, but the women fail to slow him down. You keep following him step by step until he reaches the edge of the noble district. To avoid drawing attention, perhaps he has his own carriage waiting for him nearby. The carriage is far too luxurious for the dark alley and would have caused a sensation if seen there. Then you see him remove the mask from his face and accept a silk robe handed to him by a servant. Hidden in the shadows, you watch as the captain of the Sultan's Iron Guard, the Empire's general, the illustrious Lord Jabal, steps into the carriage. As the carriage rolls away, you pick up the mask he left behind. A perfect leverage, something worth exploiting. You realize this instantly. Navani thought that everything would be amazing, and, well, we tempted him back with our wife. Oh boy. The Sultan has returned to the palace. Your wife casually mentioned that ever since Anal moved out from the slaves' common room to the small house next to hers, there has been noises at night, as if a big guy visits often. You pondered for a moment, asking if she minded. She chuckles, covering her mouth. I like Anal. She has been with me since she was a child. If she has a child, I would want that child to serve me. You both shared a smile. The world is cruel. A blade hangs over your heads. But still, with that little power, goodwill, and money you had, you provided a small refuge for some people. Isn't that a miracle? Making my wife happy makes me happy. I think we're about to lose. The guest house is refreshed. That's nice. Okay, we got some bronzes. I think we're about to lose here because she has 1 mark of combat, and I don't think that will be enough. She's reflecting her growth, and she's disappointed. Yep, there she goes. Shoot. Well, that is what it is. Jawad is at court. We don't have to send anyone, but we're going to send Lady Becky. She's here. Okay. We're feeding the street urchins I can't get rid of. We can share our convictions with him. We only have intents to rebel, actually. Even if you do nothing and talk about nothing, the royal hostage will become your ally. It's not bad, though. Have that. Our girl goes there. I have to deal with the carnality today and tomorrow. Shama is in the House of Delights. Lovely. I also could do the Haunted Mansion. It's not a good idea. This can go back on you. He also has a little crocodile. Nah. You can also have a little crocodile. And Aziz just is generally a badass. I love this man. We're gonna break him. That's fine. The recommendation for Adilla, if you don't have any combat events to use her on, is methinks some cash and start a tavern brawl. Yeah, well, too late now, Trav. Yes, it does sound like Aziz is making it all very happy. Exactly. So yeah, we're fine. We could even pull cards if we wanted to. We can also, like, lengthen this carnality if we want to. So, like, I'm not worried about it. Or we could even destroy it. Just outright. It would not matter. But I can use it, so there's no reason not to. We don't have the 20 coins here. It's kind of what I'm saving my money for. So I'll send my wife to the bathhouse today. We could also do this for that card. Talking to Jawad requires us to go in person. Or we could just let Nabani fuck off next turn and do carnality there. Either way. Who's this? A rogue. Stealth combat survival? Do I want him? Not particularly, but he's one of the better ones that I've seen. We will just have to deal with his evidence. I at some point need to do this, but it'll have to be after long-term research finishes, because that's where my magic charisma people are. I don't necessarily need him, so I will let him just go away. Yeah, I don't have a lot of things for these people to do. I need to save up money, so I can't have Habib cook. Let's find out what this does. Let's see what happens. Okay. This is the ominous star representing disaster and unrest. Spreading its news can awaken people's suppressed fears. Alternatively, you can analyze it with paper and pen and numbers, as Mihir says. Spread dangerous speculation or conduct research. Anybody know what these things do? I just didn't send Adilla to do, like, hunting things, unfortunately. I was too busy doing other things. Cult faith, rationality research. Rationality is a pretty good card, not that we've used it yet. can also give Fear of Sultan, but don't remember if this one is this one or the other one. I don't know. You're not doing anything culty and it's late game. Yeah, okay. Conduct research, please. Study the stars has appeared. Do we need to go in person? Just need 5 wisdom. Wisdom 5 people. You have wisdom 2. You have wisdom 2. 2. 2. Wisdom 4. Wisdom 3. Okay. I have my low wisdom people here. Except I do have this running around. This gives 3 wisdom, so a 2 wisdom person can go. I want you to time out, so maybe we do Habib. But unfortunately, nobody else has high enough wisdom to join him, which is problems. Now, this does not necessarily mean it is a problem. Oh, he is here. Jawad is my other wisdom 5 person that I usually have around, is the problem. My wife is wisdom 4. Do you give wisdom? No. No, you don't. Wait. That's stealth, ranger, combat, survival, monk, sociability. Okay. We needed... There was a wisdom 1, but we don't have them in the guest house right now. Okay. Null is wisdom 6. Null is not doing this today. Is what I'm getting at. That's better. Yeah. It's fine. I got this. There we go. That does something and puts people places. Okay. What else do we have? I don't know if this will do anything. Legend of the Dragon? Who'd be interested in dragons and their curse? Well, this person shows no intention to talk further. Only those who can truly communicate with you on this topic will spend time deeply discussing it with you. Nope. 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 Alright, that does nothing. I think I needed Adilla or my wife. It's fine. Alright. So we have the head. We could use it as decoration materials. We could give it to an ally. We could give it to Jabal. Or we could sell it to a merchant who's interested in it. Chat, what is your opinion on our trophy that got us to break a card with Jabal for his entertainment? And what should we do about it? Trav, you know the drill. Pretty please. If you're not following me on my socials, feel free to go follow me over on Blue Sky and YouTube. Blue Sky is where I alternative post. Blue Sky is the alternative to the Twitch Go Lives and a way to talk to me directly about anything that you care about. I'm bad at social media, please come help. And YouTube is the place with the playlists. So if you have not seen what I've been doing in Sultan's game and you want to catch up, playlist for Sultan's game is there. If you want to see what else I've streamed on my channel, just to see what variety of games I play, there, it's all there. And if you just need my company for any reason at all whatsoever, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're working, but you need distraction for your hands to do their things. If you are trying to get from point A to point B and you just need something to listen to, or you're trying to fall asleep and you find my voice particularly soothing, it's all there for you. Probably just sell it. +1 support from Joel doesn't matter that much. Not at this late end of the game. No info other than a note that if you have the Fate follower Taylor, option 1 is hinting to use it for that. We don't have that follower yet. See, Dragon uses it to help him sleep, so clearly it's helpful. You're not the only one, Dragon. I believe our friend Plague Doctor Man also uses some of my stuff. Another friend, Afro Sasquatch, also uses some of my playlists to get to sleep, so if it helps you, please, by all means. It's there for you anytime, day or night. Shame, she's really good. Yeah, well, we haven't had the Fate points to afford her yet, so we might be affording her in our next run. Who knows? I don't know what it will do to give it to an ally. Jabal's support isn't that big a deal. You could sell it for money. I kind of need the money more than anything else. May also keeps me in check when it comes to D&D. Well, that's because you play D&D with me every Monday night. Silly dragon. That's why. I don't run that game. I'm just a player in the game with him, but I have helped Dragon run his character, or rather build his character sheet. It's very difficult to build character sheets with dyslexia. So I just help. It's fine. Hugh, he runs Hugh brilliantly, by the way. His character, Hugh Man, is awesome. Of course. What are friends for? Alright, I'm gonna just sell it for cash, see what happens. Ad starts in about a minute for those that's relevant to. Just letting you know. Ominous goods has arrived. Okay. What does that do? You called over the foreign merchant renting your shop, intending to sell the wolf head. That could go well or could go badly. We're gonna find out. Legend of the Dragon, I can do nothing about. Hey, do you? No. Can't even pick you. Okay. I don't care about the rogue. The book hunt is in Dark Alley. I don't want to spend the money. I'm saving the money for this. Okay. Yeah, I think this is all we can really do. Here we go. I'm ending the day. Hugh Man, 2 Ferengi and a trench coat? I mean, no. I mean, I have had the group both question if I'm sane and question if Hugh is at the same time. It's true, you have. Only Jabal is interested in the dragon rumor if you have him in team. Well, he's not here. If he was gonna be 3 raccoons in an overcoat, but we were doing Humblewood, so he's a grumpy old raccoon artificer. Yeah. Hugh Man is, it's H-U-G-H. As in the name, as in the first name, Hugh. Hugh Man. And, he is a raccoon artificer. He's a grumpy old man. He's a war veteran. And, he is everybody's dad. Or at least, he tries to be. We don't let him do it, but he's a great character. I just help with, the character sheet updates because I know how to, you know, level up a character fast. And, but Dragon has made every single decision. I just help him with the copy pasta part because it's easier. Plague, we were talking about you, and then I have summoned you into my chat. I am well. I'm sorry that you're stuck with ads. All right. We'll wait for the ad break to finish, just because I'm kind and wonderful. So I'm going to use this space for those of you who are not stuck in ads to remind you that channel points accumulate as you watch me, and you can spend them on things. You can spend them on small things like hydrate, where you tell me to hydrate because my voice is getting a little rough. I'm hydrating right now, so you don't have to do it now. But you can also tell me to make my own damn decisions. You can decide that you have the right to decide the vote. You can get me to ramble about various things if you have enough channel points as well. Trav, I told you I was hydrating. Why are you making me hydrate again? Fine, I will hydrate again. There's also a sound check option if you can't hear me because my mic has gone wonky. By all means, or if something is not loud enough or too soft or whatever, or too loud, yeah, all of that. So, Plague, welcome in. I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well. How are you in your ill or injured state? I forget which one it is for you right now because you've done both lately, recently. Ay, ay, ay. Everybody seems to be hurting themselves. I know at least 3 people right now who have injured a foot or an ankle in some way right now. Like, it's ridiculous. You guys have got to stop doing that. But while Plague tells me how he's doing, I'm gonna continue. Okay, so you know how I tend to get hyper obsessed with video games and just fall into playing one game for days on end? Yeah, I do. Well, we haven't seen you for days on end. What have you been up to? Your neighbor, a fool who always competes with you, beats his own wife's face just to warn her not to talk to someone like you, a dirty bastard who fornicates with wisdom using sorceress cards. Since the mud has already been flung at you, you decide to accept it, alas, in a way that will be a little different than he imagined. You will demonstrate to your neighbor with action how devoid he is in imagination. Once you are done, it shall be clear as water from the river of Indus to him that having an obedient lover and a gentle, respected wife is a blissful thing, and that he shouldn't have treated her so abusively. Initially, the man yelled at you and resisted like a rabid dog, but soon, in agony, he lost the strength to struggle, lying on the ground silently shedding tears. Now he resembled the poor woman he'd abused every day. This is what he deserved, you told him. You were the retribution for his evil deeds. While disciplining him, Maggie took the poor woman back to her place, treated her wounds, and spoke of many things to her. The next morning, the woman took her unconscious husband from among the mess. Her gaze was resolute, and when she looked at you, there was a hint of gratitude in her eyes. As you brushed past her, you vaguely spied some sort of protruding shape from her pocket. Perhaps a dagger, perhaps something else indescribable. A shiver ran through you as you turned back. Maggie is smiling faintly at you. After that incident spread, many men instinctively lowered their heads and averted their eyes when they saw you. Yeah, bitches be bitches, man. I discovered Clara Obscura Expedition 33 and I can't stop. It's so good. Well, that's amazing, Plague. I believe I've heard of it. I think I don't remember how I've heard of it, but it's attached to another game that I have in my thing, in a bundle, I think. Yeah, it sounds interesting. Your ankle's still rough, but it's getting a bit better. I'm glad, Plague. Please keep letting it heal. Stay off of it. You know, ice it. You know, the whole 9 yards. Mr. Scrag is playing Darkest Dungeon 2 with Stygian Flame at 0. Enemies have plus 40% damage and 6 speed. It's an experience for real, for real. Mr. Scrake, you are a braver man than me. Absolutely. My dear friend, Nikolai, I don't know how it is that you're that good that you can survive that, because I totally can't. It's totally a dagger. It's totally a dagger. It could also be, something to peg him with, equally. Either way, this man's getting stabbed again in his near future. It's good, but no, Expedition 60. It's definitely game of the year for me, and it's probably one of the best RPGs I've played, maybe even just any game. It's quite possible. I'm just a masochist, but hey, at least with Zero Flame you get more money. I mean, there is that, yes. It's up there, certainly one of the best games ever. It's really that good. Good to know. Break this carnality card. We've got one more to break. We've got options. And I think that's all for carnality entirely. Your support has earned you the friendship of Fardak, who is determined to follow you. Before that, you can discuss your convictions with him. You share your treasonous intentions with Fardak, who strongly approves of it. Because of a prank by the Sultan, he almost lost his life on the first day at court. Fortunately, you were merciful and generous and helped solve the problems in his territory. Now he's willing to become your follower, fighting for your cause until the end of his days. I lost one silver card and I gained another. At the bathhouse, did we learn anything? We learned something in silver. Mystique. Not the most useful, but here we go. People are still willing to come and make us money. Awesome. A wanton noble lady demands the Sultan's judgment on her marriage. She married a noble, but the husband, feeling insecure about his performance in bed, secretly had his brother fulfill his marital duties. The noble lady didn't realize that the nightly visitor wasn't her husband until her husband died unexpectedly in a fall, and the unaware brother sneaked into her bedroom that very night. Now the enraged and grieving noble lady demands the entire property of her deceased husband's family, including the brother's share, as compensation for the family's deceit. Do we support her claim? Do we oppose her claim? Or do we just be like, why don't you two get married? You also cried at it? You don't really cry at stuff, not because I'm all tough and stuff. My inability to cry is mostly trauma related, but it was a surprise. Sounds to me like it hit you deep, Plague, and maybe you need to find more things that allow you to cry out your traumas. Random silver item, +3 gold, or +1 influence. I could welcome the gold. The influence I don't necessarily need, but the random silver item could be nice. Maybe I just want the random silver item. It's a very emotional game with one of, and I do mean this, best soundtracks ever. They're superbly matched. Is this the request for what happens after I stop playing Sultan's game? Is that what is happening here? Am I being influenced by chat for once? Oh my. Okay. I'll put it on my wish list. You can buy the a soundtrack off Steam as well. Apparently it's got 3 discs. Crazy. It is apparently overwhelmingly positive in reviews, so. Honestly, while you'd enjoy the game, you'd hate to play it. It's a very Twitch reaction game that you'd not be keen on. That is kind of the popular style right now, Trav, unfortunately. I mean, I do have a controller. I could do it. It's just, it would probably be very rough. Even if you don't play it on Steam, on stream, I would love to see that, though. You just need to play it. Too good of an experience to miss out. Turn-based combat, and if you don't want to get hit, you get to dodge or parry during enemy turns. Tight windows. It would be a struggle, but I could do it. My reaction speed is just not good anymore. Anyway, gonna take the silver item. I don't know. Support her claim. I got the exquisite incense burner for free. Nice. It's a pretty good item. Empathizing with her plight, you agree that this was a great humiliation. With your support, the noble lady is deeply moved, breaking down at the Sultan's feet to pour out her sorrow, leaving her husband's brother extremely embarrassed. In the end, the woman receives a large sum of wealth, enough to erase the painful memory. She gifts you a rare treasure as a token of gratitude for your support. Awesome. We went to court, so because support was was more than opposition, we got inside information. We got influence because the Sultan has decided to leave court, and our cat just makes money because he is a great cat. The beggars eat. Call over the foreign merchant renting your shop, intending to sell the wolf head. Bharat arrived as promised. He prods the giant's wolf head with his hand as if trying to estimate its value. Moments later, he actually names a price. I'll give you 7 gold coins. How about it? Willing to part with this giant wolf head? I have a regular customer who loves collecting things like this. It is a fair price, so you agree. Okay. I mean, I probably will end up easier difficultying that game regardless. If I get it. Super Mario RPG stuff is nice, but I wish it was more than just the parries. It's a wonderful game, and I'd love to see you play it, and I am bearing in mind that you might not enjoy the actual gameplay. You can also try out an easier difficulty, yeah. So here's the thing, is that I love games with stories. Even if I'm bad at the gameplay, if the story is good enough, I will go through the struggle bus. We've seen me do it with Spiritfarer. I struggled through the game mechanics of platforming a lot for that game. It took me longer than it would with someone who has the Twitch, reflexes and the instincts for the pixel perfect jumps that I just don't have at my age anymore, or really never have had, even though I grew up on Mario games. On the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original NES Mario games. So it's not that I'm unwilling to play a game that is not fun for me. It's that I would prefer, just in general, not to have to struggle that hard for the story. But if there's an easy mode, I might go for it just because then we get to see more story and I don't have to struggle so hard. But you've seen me play Darkest Dungeon and Darkest Dungeon 2, which I struggle with immensely. I make bad decisions. I get people killed. And I've still enjoyed the game and the story in it. So it's less whether or not I'm willing to put up with the struggle and more whether or not the story is worth doing it. Like, I struggle in Sultan's game, and this doesn't even have timing to do with anything at all. And we still enjoy this game immensely, so... It's one of the best stories I've ever played through. It's up there with Red Dead 2 and Witcher 3. I've not played Witcher 3, although I hear that it's excellent. Red Dead 2, I have seen. I did not directly play it. I mean, my ex-husband played through both Red Dead games, and I played quite extensively Red Dead 1. I watched him play Red Dead 2, and then I would jump on every once in a while and run around with his horse because I like the way that the riding the horse mechanics in that game works. So, like, it's not like I don't know those games, it's just I haven't played them personally all the way through. If you are considering it, don't read down the page to see the section where it describes the plot, and don't watch trailers or the video on the page. You really should go in totally blind. I've just wishlisted it, you guys. Nothing more. All I did was go to Steam, wishlist the game, and then come back to you guys. So it may be the next thing we play, but remember, when spooky season hits, we're going back to Darkest Dungeon 2, regardless of whether we finished a full long RPG or not. And then I might come back after spooky season finishes. So I'm happy to go in blind on the recommendation of my dear friends in chat. It's just a matter of if I'm switching to that game, because I will have to buy it, then I have to decide when I'm done with Sultan's game. May, once I get paid, I will give you however many subs it takes to get you that game. Plague, no. If you want to gift me the game, we can arrange that through other means. Please do not just throw subs at me until I get the game. That's ridiculous. I watched a very good player. It took her 53 hours or so it's not a short game. Like, I don't mind long games. You guys know that I'm happy to play for a long time. I like a variety of games. I like to do them one at a time. And we would still continue with Palia Friday, because anything that gives me that much emotional stress is going to need some wind down. I'll be there to guide you with Darkest Dungeon. Well, I should hope so, Mr. Scrape, because we're showing off your mods in spooky season. So, you always do help me out. You're wonderful. All right, we should probably figure out what's going on with Sultan's game. Anyway. You solved the issues in Fardek's territory, gaining significant fame in the city. One day, tax official Zaid, who does support us, by the way, visits again, hoping to consult on another difficult problem. He has heard that some farmers in the south fled their land, causing large areas of farmland to be abandoned, and the collected land taxes to drop to an unbearable level. How do you think this should be handled? Do we enforce severe punishment or promise great benefits? As always, Trav, if you can dig up the background stats for these two choices, I would love that. And as for the rest of you, what do you think we should do? Should we enforce severe punishment, or should we promise great benefits to bring the farmers back to the south? Although, perhaps we're not really focusing on why they abandoned their lands in the first place. That might be something to think about. Mr. Scrake says benefits? It's renown versus infamy? That would not surprise me. You want option 2. The great benefits. Okay. We'll promise great benefits. And we have sickness. Who's sick? You want to talk to us. That's fine. I have a court banquet. Things are getting crazy. Okay. Oh, it's this guy. Do I fix him? Or do I not care? I can save him, or I can just let him die. It does not matter. Okay, Habib has to go here. Where is Habib? Why is Habib? Where did I put Habib? Oh, he's studying the stars. He's unavailable for a couple more days. So court banquet, we have to wait on. Okay. This guy we don't care about. We should probably deal with this now that we have money. Do I send people anyway? I could send people anyway. I don't know what stats is going to be useful here. We're basically just buying back all her people. Which is fine. But, like, I could send backup. I could go. I don't want to go. I want to be elsewhere. I need to do that. Promise of mercy. Persuade nobles, you need at least 5 charisma. Achieving this requires at least 5 gold coins. Ah. That's easy enough. It doesn't go away. I can do that at any point in time. He's back. Stats, pretty tough combat and physique. I mean, have you seen Aziz lately? I don't know about you, but I think he's fine. He's not even rocking a weapon. I could loan him my sword too. I don't know, I think he'd be fine. Oh, I have to go. This is I can either spend money or go myself. All right. Well, I don't necessarily need my weapon on me. Is there anywhere I need to be this turn? I don't think so. Let's find out what you need. Fardak broods lately. Though he hates being stuck in the capital, his father sees it as a golden chance. He wants me to wed soon. Some highborn girl, no less, to plant roots here, Fardak sighs. But me, ugh, what do you think? Should I go through with it? Of course, I can even introduce you, or no, you won't find happiness this way. How do we want to assist Fardak? Shall we help him get married? Or shall we not? Yes, this, introduce him, do it. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, God. Travis got his gremlin giggle on. I don't know. Fine. I can even introduce you. Political marriages? You know them well. It's how the world works. You even offer to find him a suitable match. Fardak hesitates, words catching in his throat, but in the end, he doesn't refuse your zeal. Okay. Do I have to do this in person? You can introduce your a marriage partner that you consider suitable for Fardak. Lady Becky, obviously. I can introduce my wife? What? Absolutely not. Well, I got 5 days on that one. I could introduce him to Inal, I suppose, or Lumera, for that matter. Both of them will come back soon. Court banquet is waiting on Habib. Okay. Aziz, give me my sword. I'll take your shield as well. I'll just go in person. It'll be fine. Sociability and wisdom. You don't really have the right sociability. I mean, that's basically just my wife. Stealth and survival is Zephyr. Stealth and survival. Not you. Maybe you? You don't have any stealth. Maybe you? Nope. This one requires magic and charisma, which is what my daughter is for. Okay, never mind. I cannot do that. I need certain people that I don't have available. These two can handle the house today. Five charisma. You have 5 charisma. There we go. He can help his own people. Well, he can help other people, I guess. Alright, do I save the abusive man, or do I let him die? Lumera is single and needs to get out more. I mean, you're not wrong, Trav. Lumera is absolutely single and needs to get out more, and I agree with you. She definitely could use a good marriage. Our genius girl. Never tried saving him. Do we save this man's or do we not? He's just our abusive neighbor. Yeah, he's not someone I care about. I can just let him die. Maybe get renowned if you've got medicine to spare. I have the water of life to spare. I could absolutely save him. The sleeping draught won't do anything. Rationality, I've not ever used it. But I have water of life and it will save him. But Winter Fairy hates this man. Look at him. Look at his stats are abysmal after what we did to him. We don't let abusers live. Okay. He's dead. Alright, I think this is where we end up. I don't really have any place for these people to go. Because I need Habib for this. So that's where we're at. His wife's just gonna stab him again, probably. I wouldn't waste the resources, and yes, he's going to die because he can't roll one success on a physical roll. Also, yesterday I rolled 3 nat 1s in a row. Oh, jeez, Mr. Scrake. Abysmal dog shit moment. My luck knows no bounds. Believe me, RNGesus and Lady Luck are not my friends either. Here we go. To rescue her tribesmen from becoming prostitutes, Raels plans to sneak into the House of Delight's auction. Do you have any good strategies? Money talks. Is it such a big deal? Why don't we just buy them directly? Seeing the chest of gold you offered, Rael's eyes widened. A few days later, she entered the House of Delights with an invitation she acquired mysteriously, bribed several patrons with gold, and successfully purchased her trapped sisters. I either roll 3 to 5 nat 20s or nat 1s in a row. Nowhere in between. Well, I'm not that bad, but at least you get nat 20s. I tend to roll no higher than an 8, no lower than a 2 most of the time. On occasion, a 1, on occasion, higher than that. My nat 20s are kind of legendary in that they are very rare. But, yeah, my general rolling status with dice is that somewhere between 2 and 8. What comes around goes around. Indeed, indeed. Alright, what news do we learn in the bathhouse? My wife is exquisite. She learns Silver Omen. Nice. Do we make it the good monies? Oh yeah, we make it the good monies. I don't believe we make extra monies. Nope, just the good monies. Oh boy. There's a dispute at the city gate. After inquiries, you learn these travelers want to enter the city for pilgrimage, but cannot provide the guarantee. The guards firmly insist that they might be spies and refuse entry. A guarantee? You've never heard of a city entry guarantee. Maybe it's a new ruse by the soldiers to extort. Do we decide that we will provide the guarantee? Will we help the soldiers extort the travelers? Will we bribe the soldiers so that everyone gets what they want? Or do we identify the spies? Also, I remember me and my dad was playing dice game where you need to roll 5 1d6 dice for different combos. Yeah, that's a pretty popular drinking game, actually. It goes by a couple of names. You rolled 5 1s in a single throw. That's actually pretty good in at least a couple of those types of games. Just saying. But dice hate me in all games. Doesn't matter if they're digital or physical. Doesn't matter if they roll well for anybody else or don't. They hate me. All of them. No idea why. I don't know how I pissed off Lady Luck or what I did to RNGesus to lose his favor, but I do not have it. Yeah, bonkers indeed. But what are we doing here, guys? I think the bribe the soldiers is the one where we get money, and I would not be sad about that. Trav, you know the drill. +1 renown for the guarantee, -1 influence, but +5 gold for extort travelers. Notoriety for the bribe, +2 influence, but -1 renown for the spies. I'm gonna go for the notoriety. These travelers are from other places, have heads as thick as elm. You pull them aside and explain the twists and turns to them. The travelers, half believing, handed the guards a few gold coins, and the guards' harsh tone changed to a smile and allowed them to pass. Everyone, including the guards, were very satisfied with you. Yep, everyone gets what they want. The smell of the wound, the sound within your body, the color of the vomit, all tell you that the footsteps of death are near. And when it knocks, everyone is alone. Just like every mortal died from injuries and illness. Well, he was clearly not worth our time. Navani is... Hey, we show him a carnality card. He returns to your courtyard with great enthusiasm. He winks at you, mysteriously. Have you heard that the House of Delights has been trying out something new lately? Let's go together, but remember to bring your best cloth. We are in the presence of men. You're full of doubt. You've always heard the Lady of Delights wearing heavy makeup and competing for attention to greet guests, but it's the first time hearing that guests need to dress elaborately. However, you calmly nod, indicating you agree. Embark on an adventurous fling with Nabani, but instinctively realize this indulgence in the Sultan's game could bring savagery, chaos, and a fate beyond ordinary acceptance. Are you sure you want to do this? Oh, never tell me the odds, Mr. Scrake. My brain can't compute. But I'm glad you enjoyed the very low chance that you got that particular roll. Do we want to embark on this adventurous fling, or do we want to just say, sorry, Nabani, enjoy yourself? What do we think, chat? Bucket we ball? The wiki doesn't say anything, so do what seems fun. This seems fun. My dear friend, no matter what happens next, please don't scream. Event, the most popular man has appeared. Manal is back. And we need another card. What card rolls up? Silver Conquest. Alright, well, we know where we're putting that, so that's fine. Sweet Whip is in. Expected Buyer. You must attend in person. It's best to dress up splendidly. Less than 5 charisma will disqualify you. Who is the most handsome guest? The masked libertine with a mysterious magic ring. I think this is the Sultan. Looks like the Sultan to me. Okay. My charisma's a 6. I'm gonna need it higher, but my charisma's a 6. Okay. This can go back to you. Maggie, my love, can I borrow this from you? Thank you. This also. Let's trade, my love. You can borrow my greatsword for a time. We don't have a pet slot. So even if I wanted to, Jasmine, I cannot. This also gives charisma, but not as much. Nope. Nope. Okay. Alright, that's got 3 days. What do we absolutely need to do? Sultan is out, so that's just gonna tick over. Jabal visits. Okay. These two handle the house. They're good at it. Matchmaker. We have 3 more days before that can be a thing. Habib comes back next turn so that the court banquet can do after that. He's stuck in this for a few days. We have the Hamar brothers can do conquest, but we've actually been saving it for Quais's quest. Wow. This will only take 1 day. If we go together. It's wisdom and sociability. So not you. Definitely not you. Not you. Not you. Yeah, this is my best bet for this one to resolve on. And then we can do inside information, I think. Yeah. Which I only have in bronze. So we can do that and resolve that card. The gang is not back yet. Still don't want you. Not gonna help Manal. Because that goes badly. Ferris does not have a crocodile, so he can go to the bathhouse with some assistance from a secret. Silver secret would do fine. We have 2 turns to deal with this as well. I'm only missing an attire. I could buy that, but I'm gonna save my money for other things, I think. Yeah, we're pretty good. I think that's it. I mean, I could send them to this, but I would rather prefer a conquest card to do it, and I have conquest cards. So where are we sitting at, progress-wise? We have this 1 gold bloodshed. Silver conquest is going to be resolved this turn, and 2 bronze conquest cards. We have literally 4 cards. We've survived 50 days. I am very close to the end. Very close. Cargolder, welcome in. This is how close we are to the end. Silver Conquest is being resolved at the end of this turn, so there will be 3 cards later. I could pull all of them right now. I have a place for all of them. Yeah, I'm really close. Save now as a bookmark. I mean, I only have 10 more minutes of my stream unless I want to stream long, so... This questline is a lot of work, but can lead to something beneficial, but it's high risk. I don't think we'll get to the end of the questline before I run out of cards. Honestly, Trav. This is how close to the end of the game we are. Like, I could pull all of these cards and probably finish today if I wanted to. Before it all goes horribly wrong? Okay, well, since you're insisting on a cheeky save, we can cheeky save. Cheeky saved. There we are. It is Thursday as of this live. For the YouTubers, it could be any day, but for what I am doing live right now is Thursday, which means tomorrow is Palia Friday, where I go run around on Palia and just ooh shiny whatever I want to do to wind down my week, which means that I could attempt to pull all the rest of the cards in the game and try to finish out this run today. Or I could leave it till Monday and decide whether or not I am continuing into another run of Sultan's game or changing games entirely. This is the 4th run that I've had of Sultan's game. I absolutely love this game. I don't want to stop playing the game because I'm enjoying it, but my chat is excited for me to possibly do something new. So what do we think, chat? What are we up to? I want your opinions. because I can stream long today and finish this up, or I can so that next week I'm doing something new at the start of the week, or I can continue playing Sultan's game for at least another run so that we can explore more. It's up to you guys. I have been bouncing on a knife's edge for, at the very least, the last, like, 3 streams. It's not been easy. Somehow I've gotten this far. But I have options for everything I want to do to resolve these cards and finish the Sultan's game. So what do we want to do? If you can finish soon, I would watch more, but it's a long stream already. I mean, I stream regularly for roughly 3.5 hours. Some people consider that to be a short stream. Some people consider that to be a long stream. So it really just depends. But I know my UK people are starting to feel how late it's getting. The USians here are feeling it less, so keep going. All right, do I just pull all the cards right now and try to finish this run out? Because I can pull them all now. Like, I got 3 left in the deck. A Bloodshed and 2 Conquests, and I got places for them. The timing could be a little funky, but I could do it. All right. We'll go long today. Draw them all. Conquest. Bloodshed. Conquest. This is all the cards. If I hit this again, she's gonna tell me there's nothing. I now have all the cards. Now here's the thing. I could throw this here. I also have the option of throwing it here. I could destroy this card and not kill this and not kill Abdul. But I have been told that this would be great. Just kill him. If you can pull it off. I think I kind of have to do this one on in person. Hamar Brothers will be 1 conquest card. Wolf's Ben will be the other. I don't actually have to go to this in person. I could have these guys take care of it right now. Bronze Intuition should handle it. That's one of them. Mar Brothers, do I have enough people left? No, I only have Zephyr. I need 2 people for that. So that's 2 cards being broken right now. Bloodshed in probably the next round. Court Banquet needs a lot of sociability. I don't necessarily have to be there in person though. So only Zephyr stays out of it this time. And I probably will never finish this quest. Also fine. Okay, here we go. You want me to use it on the Sultan? I don't know if I can use it on the Sultan. I don't think that's how that's gonna work. Ultimately, human wisdom prevailed. You've successfully located the wolf's lair, forcing the Wolf King to confront you directly. I need 1 success out of 39. I don't know. Do you think I can do it? Do you think 22 is enough? We perfectly killed the Wolf King and hunted down the pack, which gave them both combat. And we resolved the conquest card. Done. Piece of cake. Quaeus accompanies you to the governor's mansion in the city. He takes out a search warrant prepared in advance, demanding an investigation. However, the aged governor firmly states that you have no right to search their mansion on such ridiculous grounds. While the old lady tearfully rebukes Quaeus, lamenting she has already lost her daughter, and instead of catching the criminal, incompetent officials come bother her, the innocent. She's the victim's mother. Quaeus, unable to handle such a scene, looks at you helplessly. You sigh. It seems to you that a conquest card is an irrefutable proof to your rights to act as you please, granted by the Sultan himself. The two elders stare at the card in your hand, depicting royal power. They look at each other. Then at last, they sink back into their seats, hands trembling, eyes full of reluctant understanding. They cannot stop you now. You give Quaeus a slight nod. Now the interrogation begins. Can you uncover the truth? We needed 5 successes. I think 14 can handle this. Your collaboration has uncovered the truth. At first, the servants cower before their master's shadow, but you soothe them, and at last, the truth spills. With their help, you find the boy first, hidden in a cellar, pale and numb, his eyes hollowed by fear. Then, in the garden, you find the woman's body, buried deep. Irrefutable evidence. The elders attempt to protest, but in the end, they crumble. It began as a quarrel. The daughter, fresh from her journey, refused to surrender her dowry to prop up the family's failing ventures. Heated words were exchanged, then threats. She swore she would tell her husband, the tax collector. Her father's fury flared. He pushed her. She fell. Her temple hit the corner of the table. Leave the rest to me. Quaeus gathers the boy in his arms, holding him close for some time, and finally murmurs, "Thank you." You drove out those criminals, but your ambitious attitude awakened some people's ambitions. You organized a highly intelligent team attempting to deduce the laws of the stars' movements. Research unveils this astral pattern's mechanics, refuting the mystic delusions convincingly. What do we learn at the bathhouse? A silver something. A secret. Perfect. People are still willing to come to our roof, and we make it the good money. We make even better money. The Sultan is still not at court. Jabal visits. He comes to you laughing loudly with the carefully cleaned and preserved giant wolf's head in hand. Barat came to me trying to sell this thing, saying it was your kill. Who would have thought it'd end up back in my hands? This is just too funny, but no worries, I like the head. I've already prepared a marble wall in my house just for this head. He doesn't reveal how much Barat made from the deal, but all in all, he seems quite pleased with his new collection. Either way, he gets it. That's funny. That is funny. Book Hunt is back. I don't care. What else is going to hit me in the face? Riel approached, accompanied by the rescued barbarian girls, their faces painted with dark red war paint, dressed in armor similar to Riel's, holding strangely shaped spears. The slave hunters who brought us to this city are the same person. I should have thought of seeking revenge sooner. I'm so stupid. I was as dumb as a city dweller. She awkwardly scratched her neck, realizing the potential offense. Anyway, I've identified him. He belongs to a hunting troop targeting us for slavery. This troop must be eliminated. I will gain control of everything they own and eat their lives. She announced fiercely. I will gather forces for this task. It will take some time. If I succeed, mine will become the most powerful gang in the city. If not, burn our bodies, scatter our ashes to the western winds. They will carry us home, and our ancestors will thank and protect you. You agree to their request. Riel and her band have come to see you. Now they seem to be a formidable troop. She says directly, the matter we discussed last time is now. I must find that slave hunter, but... A rare look of defeat crosses her face. I've tried everything. Asking door to door, paying mercenaries for information. No luck. I can't find him. She spits in annoyance. They've angered many and are now hiding sneakily, but I know you're the most resourceful city dweller. If you help me this time, I promise, when you need me and my sisters, we'll do our utmost to assist you. Rael's gang is once again not here, because she has other things that we must do. Bathhouse date has come around. We're feeding the orphans again. And all is back from her stuff. Okay. So. Court banquet. Habib is finally back. These he does not need. The spear he can keep, but I'll pull it off him anyways, because it doesn't really need it for this. You need at least 10 sociability to start the feast. That's where we have problems. And then they're stuck in the feast for 3 days. Okay. You have sociability. My lovely wife has sociability, but I think I need her elsewhere. This banquet may not happen. Okay. Conquest goes here, as does Aziz and Golis. And I need combat. I don't want to use gold tactics here. That's fine, I suppose. They'll end up in jail. That's fine. That deals with that. So the last bloodshed card I have is here, which I need to deal with personally. But I need charisma for this. And sociability. Usually I would send my wife. But that's what I have kept a gold secret for. Which means that I can do court banquet. Socially adept people go. Won't be, I mean, it has the potential to have a lot of money, but it's not going to be great. Yep. So that is, we're down to Ferris, basically, which needs sociability and stealth. Yeesh. Awkward. This is it. This is the end. This is possibly the end. There are literally just these 2 cards left that I will be dealing with, and then I will have finished the game. Assuming this all goes off without a hitch. Saphir could try hunting the slave. No, he's helping manage the estate, actually. Because he has... Yeah. He doesn't have the sociability is the problem. That is the problem. I'm not worried about this because as soon as we finish off the Sultan's cards, we're done with the game. So I just have Ferris running around. He could go to the bathhouse, I guess. There we go. Go to the bathhouse. There you go. You can go to the bathhouse. That's it. This is it. This is the end. Assuming it all pans out. Everyone knows why the peasants flee. The taxes are too heavy, the burden unbearable. Convince the nobles to ease their grip, even a little, and the peasants will return to their lands. But the nobles will not yield so easily. The Sultan grants them tax rights for only a handful of years. They do not think beyond them. This will cost you a lot more than you first imagined. You dispatched experts to handle these matters. Fardak is a clever, skillful, and articulate speaker, having charmed the local nobles into a daze. Eventually, you collectively introduce some welfare policies combined with deliberately arranged sermons and speeches. The farmers, full of hope, return to their land. This has greatly boosted your reputation. Some praise your generosity and kindness, others mock your foolish acts. But you do not care about these opinions, for in your eyes, a farmer well-fed is a fact most natural. An ethical nobleman has spent years collecting evidence against corrupted officials. Should this be thoroughly investigated, the amount of dismissed nobles and confiscated royalties would number by the hundreds. Conventionally, just one scapegoat needs to be taken, as all the nobles are from this court, and come time most proper would repay their debts in earnest. You glance at the evidence, detailing many deeds of which even the evil find unjustifiable. However, as a humble player of Sultan's game, are you qualified for this capricious joust, or is it necessary to uphold this justice? You argue with him. Previously, you wouldn't argue with the vizier like this. He is the wisest and most revered elder in the empire. Now, however, you come to realize that everyone is merely a tool for the Sultan. You successfully persuade him in the end because you fear you'd tell the Sultan the potential confiscated gains were collected as bribes by himself. Then you both argue over how to distribute the confiscated wealth until sunset like the lowest merchants. Fortunately, later storytellers portray you as both decisive anti-corruption heroes, especially you. In the astonished gaze of the vizier, you see relief. Is this the truth behind inviting you to work together? He knows that one day you will draw a golden bloodshed card, and you will use it on the most detestable elder. Now he lies peacefully in a pool of blood, leaving all the remnants of this empire, mainly pressure and excrement, to you. The Sultan, upon hearing the news, chuckles lightly, not with carnality's abandon, but with a rare surprise of being freed from trouble. After this, all governmental documents are handed over to you for review, with no one left to oppose you. He arranges it meaningfully. It is said that the brothers Hamar and Jamor, who occupy this place, are infamous and cruel highway robbers. One values life more than money, and the other values money more than life. If someone is unfortunate enough to encounter them together, they will have neither money nor life. The security team warns passing caravans to hire enough guards and avoid this dune area whenever possible. The whereabouts of the Hamar brothers have been exposed, but capturing them is not easy. I don't know, I think 13 out of 2 successes was easy enough. Each brother has his strength and his weaknesses. You had one companion disguised as a miserly merchant leading a camel alone, enticing the greedy Jamor. Without his cunning brother, the reckless Hamar was no issue. You managed to separate and defeat them individually, tying them up and marching them back to town well before sunset. The Sultan allowed you to break this conquest card. In the following days, you hear that the guards frequently come and go at the city gates, seemingly searching for the thief's treasure. Having completed the game, the Sultan intends to publicly reward you. The game is not over. Oh, jeez. This is where we stand. This is all of our stuff. Lumera can have her earrings back. The ring. I borrowed this from my wife. My wife can have her necklace back. I would like my sword back. This is my wife's sword. Jawad can have his ring back. I think that's everybody having what they need. Yeah. They also have a spear. You can have the spear. We have another charisma item. Sure. You can have that. This is where we ended up, guys. So, in the Sultan's Hall, under the watchful eyes of the ministers, you will receive the reward of this game. Support. Support. Does not care. Opposition. Balanced support and opposition. Balanced support and opposition. Support. And the Sultan. We die if we don't go, so... This is the story of a courtier who went through innumerable hardships, lost all that he held dear, and finally completed all that the Sultan's card demanded of him. Just give it a light shake. Look, the cards have been restored. Great. Guess we can now continue with the game. There we go. Last day. In the Sultan's Hall, under the watchful eyes of the ministers, you will receive the reward of this game. The loop of the game. You toss the card, broken in two, back into the magician's box with a crisp sound. You've truly completed all the games. Well done, my dear minister, the Sultan says languidly, and he gestures to the magician, who presents the box to him. As a reward, let me grant you a grand gift. The Sultan grabs the bottom of the box, overturning its contents into the floor. You are shocked to find all the cards restored to their original state. Every single one. The Sultan's cards you've struggled to break, harming others and being harsh on yourself, whether intact or broken, now stand completely unscathed. Every single card. You can choose one person to continue the game. This is my gift. Judging by your expression, my dear, are you shocked? Did you think the game was over? You freeze in place. Choose someone? Whom you've insulted? They'll draw the bloodshed card and kill you. Someone you love? They'll suffer like you did and then fail. Someone you don't really care about? Haven't enough sacrificed themselves already? Remember plucking a leaf to shelter from rain, the hidden bird beneath perished from wet feathers. Wasn't that your doing too? An impulse. The very one that made you oppose the Sultan's game rises again in your chest. But then you think replaying means living everything again, seeing that fewer remain like sparse cornstalks in the harvested field. You wonder, can you? Can you? Is this all right? You're disheartened, tempted to whimsically point someone to continue, wish you hadn't played this game following the rules in the first place. You could have changed fate, if all could restart. Wait. Did you just mention the start over aspect? A voice from within says, feeling like a hook tickling inside your navel. Want to reset? It's procedural. You'll crave every time. Hurry. Just like before, you seize the hook pulling you. Light at the end. Countless times. This too is a form of victory. Would you not agree? You have seen your own deaths beyond counting. You have fallen in love with innumerable people. You have woven myriads of machinations. You have seen failure in all its shapes and forms. In this moment, the remorse of 10,000 lifetimes floods you. Yet you know, though time may unwind, you will still take your stand. You will resist the Sultan's game. Let's see. Press here. Turn that. All right, here we go again. Come on, human. Do something to change your fate this time. This time you've successfully resolved Sultan's cards. Fate has taken notice. We earned 28 fate points for the 28 cards that we broke. And once again, we are at the beginning of the game. This is the story of a courtier who has partaken the Sultan's game 5 times. You long for a better ending, like traveler in the desert longing for an oasis. This is the story of a crafty courtier who survived the Sultan's game. Bravery or folly? You dare challenge the dark fate again and again? This is the story of a challenger of fate whose words and deeds echoed the distant dance of celestial hosts. Your calamities, your fortunes were written in the book of fate since the beginning of creation. This is the story of a courtier who could never escape the curse of the extravagance card despite desperately hoarding every penny he found. Because you knew in the end that none of the gold in your purse really belonged to you. We have 34 points, fate points at the end of 4 runs to spend in Fate's leisure over the boons that we have not yet picked from. So these are the ones that we own. We had, for whatever reason, Maggie didn't start out as a gold card. I don't know why. Even though we had bought it. But we did already upgrade Aziz. So of the things that we don't own, we can't get Glimpse of God yet. But we could get the jewelry design business. We could get the makeup, the seamstress. We could get our half-sister. We could get our friend Hassian. There's just things. We could improve Faraj. We could improve Zephyr, which I believe allows us to improve Anal as well. We could get the bookshop loyalty card so that we spend less money. We could also upgrade the ancestral armor and make that option an actual decent option. We could upgrade our ability to trade out cards. We could also give ourselves more auto success rolls. And we could have a secret twin. Could have a property starting off. We could add more stone cards to the deck so that the deck is slightly larger, but it's weighted closer to the less deadly end of the deck. And then we could also just up our coin stuff for starting off instead of starting at 0. These are the options. We'll discuss it either next week or we will be playing a new game. So now is the time at the end of stream for my chat, all of you, to decide, am I continuing Sultan's game next week for a 5th run? Or am I starting a new game entirely? I have some options. One of which I haven't even bought yet. So there are options here. We could play South of Midnight, for example. We could play, where is it? Un momento, por favor. We could play Little Kitty Big City. We could go back to Rekka. It's had an update go live, and there's been bug fixes on it, so it's a little more stable. And check out what's new with the Root and Remedies update. We could also get the new RPG that everyone is raving about and go there. So yeah, I've got options here, guys. Twins made the game frustratingly easy for me. I don't know, but definitely helpful, especially with some MC lock events. Yeah, like needing the protagonist in more in multiple places when I only have one of them is really hard. They do both. There's those times later in the game where you just need to do so many things at once, or like the fact that getting Fawad as a follower requires you to be stuck in an assassination event at one point, and then you need to do other things at the same time, and it gets you like terribly killed. Yeah, it's bad all around, really. But what we don't want to do for next week, because tomorrow is Palia Friday. So if you guys want to join me in Palia, this is where I got Palia, and you're welcome to join me in the free-to-play goodness. But what do we do for Monday? Because if I'm waiting till Monday to decide, it's a problem. It's a problem. You know what? I'll run a poll. We haven't had a poll in a while. All right, we got a poll. You've got 2 minutes to make your choices. Does it make you feel exhausted? I mean, the stress component, as much as I enjoy the game, Cargolder, does wear me out, but I do have, for good reason, I play Palia every Friday as a wind down option, so it's not the stress component that is a problem, although the game does, I mean, it's a lot. Believe me, I am addicted to Sultan's game, so like, I'm gonna be playing this regardless, but thank you for the hydrate, Blackhawk. I will not be playing that Winter Fairy. Sorry. My hemophilia, or my hemophobia is a terrible, terrible thing. So, we're just gonna do this poll and see what chat decides. But it's up to everybody in chat, because this is how you affect me. Well, it looks like Claire Obscure is what is most wanted. Thank you guys for joining me in the chat. I guess we're doing a new game next week. So that's fine. I have it on my wish list. I will handle acquiring it over the weekend. Plague Doctor Man, please DM me. We'll talk. But yes, tomorrow is Palia Friday. Every Friday we play the free-to-play MMO Palia. It is very much in the vein of Stardew Valley, Sunhaven, Harvest Moon, and I basically just let the Ushiny brain squirrel goblins run amok for 3 hours. And it is the best opportunity to get me to ramble about anything and everything, or to come play with me while I run around and do whatever the fuck I please. So tomorrow is just the wind down to my stream week, because I do stream Monday through Friday, but there we go. I am Mayrin, and Mayrin Althea Tover is the whole name. Call me May. I stream Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern US time, and if that is not your time zone, where's your follow? Put on notifications, please. You can do that here on Twitch, or you can jump over to Blue Sky and do the same. If I can type, here's the link. And you can poke and prod me about my thoughts on Sultan's game over there and get my final review, or just tell me what you've been up to in the game, or any other interest that you have. Please help me be better at social media over the weekend. I am garbage at it, and I need your help. At me a lot. At me all the time. Talk to me about anything. Let's do discussion threads. Let's have fun over there. Because I need the help. Pretty please. If you have missed anything that I have done in Sultan's game now that it is in retirement on my stream, it's not that I will never play this game again. It's just, you know, you may have to prompt another Sultan's game stream if you really want it, because there's new content coming out for it later. I know that much. You can find the whole VOD on YouTube, and today's VOD will go live as quickly as I can get it there, but if you subscribe and ring the bell, you'll know when that happens. You also will have the opportunity to comment, to like, to do whatever it is that you need to on YouTube. Not because I'm making any money over there, but because I would like to hear your thoughts and see your enjoyments as well. So feel free to do all of that if you feel up to it. I'm not really a YouTuber. This is just where the VODs go. For that matter, I do raid my friends, and here is my raid message. It's copy pasta-able by everybody, but if you would prefer something less bare bones basic, feel free to use your own love heart or raid emojis to give love to whoever we go to, because if I don't have friends streaming, I will go make them. Let's see here. I've got options. You know what? Fen, who we adore, is streaming right now, and we're gonna go jump into her stream and support her and tell her that she's awesome and that she's wonderful and that we adore her because we can. Dragon is a mod over there, so please give him some love on your way over. But thank you guys for joining me today for some Sultan's game. Tomorrow is Palia, next week is Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and I hope that everybody has a fantastic rest of their Thursday. But now it is time to raid in 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys.